Alright, now for part two of the review. Now, I somewhat forgot what I was gonna say. Alright, well, yeah? No? Probably. Anyway, so, where was I? I think I was rambling around, like, dungeons, right? So, you're gonna be exploring multiple locations, right? Obviously, the town itself will vary locations here and there. But you also got the apartments, the hospital, the prison, and then you got the final area. And I'm just gonna say right now, everything was fine, right? Even the other world, which is like a more nightmarish version of where you're going. And I mean, it is like rusty, bloody, gross, rotten. It's just like, if you think, oh, this is terrifying, it's 10 times worse, right? And I just say, the prison, I never wanted to leave it. Like, the other world, once you enter it, you just want to leave. You just are like, okay, I'm done. I want to leave now. You want to get out of there, right? Just because it's just a terrible time. The prison, it's just like the worst place I ever been to in a horror game. I just like, it is so pitch black. There's so many sounds. There's just, environment's terrible. I just wanted to get out of there. There's moments where I'm like, I'm literally shaking. I don't like this area. I want to leave. And that's how effective the environment is. It's insane how well they done. Not only with the environments, the graphics look good, but the sound design, it is really good. There's moments that they will have random sounds like that would just like get you. And if you're playing at the dark, which I did, oh, oh. And if you're playing with headphones, ooh, they're gonna get you. There's also puzzles in these, dungeons. Like some codes here and there. Like you get solve. Like you have to do this. There's a lot of puzzles in the game, which is varied, and I'd say they're pretty good. Nothing too complex or too difficult. Granted, you can. There is a difficulty slider of like for combat, which you can change whenever, right? And then for puzzle, which you can only choose from the main menu, and that's it. And I'm playing like the light difficulty just for replay wise. Yeah, it's like there's like a difference. So I'm kind of curious how hard difficulty is for puzzle. I heard it's more annoying, but who knows? So you got that, and let me talk about the enemy design, which god damn, they're creepy, and they have their meaning because of Silent Hill and everything. Not gonna say why, but like I really like the design of it, right? You got I forgot. They're kind of like line something, line I forgot, which is the first enemies, right? They're creepy. They have like a straight jacket, right? They look creepy, and the sounds they make is just right? So you got that. You got like some giant bugs. That's normal. That's like okay. That's not too crazy. But then you get the mannequins, and I would say these are the most common, and these are some cheeky bastards because they would like not only their design is creepy and but still well done, but also they love to hide and just ambush you, right? They have a weird sound that kind of I don't know reminds me of like a weird bug for some reason. But when they get to the prison, I want to know who's the bastard that gave this person like let's do this. I'm not gonna say what they do, but they made it worse. They made it worse. You also got the bubblehead nurses that are just creepy but aggressive, and other enemies and bosses as well. They're all well designed. Not only from like a gameplay, from not only from gameplay, but also just character design in general. I also want to point out that the character models are also well done as well, and the voice acting is very effective as again as well. Uh, they like I saw like or listen to like the original, and then I hear this, and I'm like, yeah, there's an improvement. They actually improve a lot of it, so they did a very well job with the characters for this remake, right? So yeah, I'm trying to think what else am I missing with this. I think for the time being, let me go through New Game Plus quickly. Actually, I'll tell you right now, for New Game Plus, there's not really much to it. You only get like a chainsaw and like filters, so there's nothing too crazy. And I would say that kind of like that's a bit of a disappointment because like hate to do this, but like for Resident Evil, what makes it very replayable is that you get like different weapons and like rewards out of it. So you can like have like more fun when you do replays. Silent Hill, you only get like one melee weapon and some filters, which I wish they kind of give you a bit more, especially if there's like, obviously you're not going to do some trophy hunting, but there's also like 8 endings as well. So there's replayability, yes, but like gameplay wise, it's gonna get a little stale, right? So I don't know, that's just me. I also want to mention the performance, which I don't have a problem with the performance. I played on the 60 frames per second mode, and never had a crash. I would say like maybe the camera like janked here and there, but I don't think I don't think I saw any frame drops, or if there was, it was just like very minimum. So keep that in mind. Uh, but yeah, as well as like performance, I don't have really any issues, right? Maybe it's just like the camera being weird every now and like very minimum times, or like there's like a slowdown, but that's really it. So yeah, I'm trying to think of like what else I missed. But I think I kind of covered everything, honestly. Give me a moment. I got to try to remember if I miss anything because I kind of tend to like post a review. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention this. So give me a moment. I better hope I don't end up remembering the moment I post this. But as far as I know, yeah, I think that's everything I kind of wanted to say. So if you're looking for a psychological horror that creeps you out, not just only like the environment of like barely seeing anything, but also very gross, but also just empty, ominous, just all that, and like creepy sounds all over the place, right? You're gonna get a kick out of this. I won't say this is the most replayable, like in terms of getting all endings, right? But like for a first time experience, and especially if you never got spoiled of the story and the ending, keep that, okay? When you want to do your first playthrough, try to go as blind as possible, all right? Because it is definitely a hell of a reveal at the end, all right? I unfortunately knew a good amount of it, so I did get spoiled. And it was like years ago. I just like here and there, so like there's a good chance you guys who are watching, you're probably already spoiled. But like if you don't know anything, don't search it up. Try to play it when you can. Honestly, like this game, like first time playthrough, it's an absolute must, especially this time when it's the spooky season, right? But if you want, I guess you can wait for a small sale, but it's definitely worth it. This is like a phenomenal survival horror game that definitely creeps the hell out of you. All right, so it's definitely scarier than Dead Space, or Alien Isolation, right? Like I want to stress this enough that nothing has made me so stressed or terrified or creeped out to the point I needed to take breaks since I guess the first Resident Evil remake. So yeah, that's granted. I don't play that many horror games, so keep that in mind. But those are my thoughts. That I just wanted to share everything, just talk about, and yeah. So do I have to give this a score? I'm definitely going to give it a score. I end up forgetting scores in my own reviews. So, you know, if I would say like first time experience, it's definitely a 10 out of 10. Easily 10 out of 10 first time experience, right? But like, I would say it's just like replayability, it definitely kind of hurts a bit just because it's like gameplay wise, there's not much to offer. But I honestly, the first time experience is just way too special and way too good and impressed the hell out of me. So yeah, let's keep it at 10 out of 10. All right, this exceeded my expectations and I'm happy about it. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this review, and yeah, I'm kind of hoping to do Metaphor for the next one. That's an Atlas game. We already know how long that's going to take. So yeah, y'all have a good night now. See you for the next video.